see my nips, can you?
You got nip on?
I feel like I have this.
I am for a change. I've only got nip on, even when it's lovely or not.
Hello and welcome to this Shoreham View season preview. We've not done this once already, honestly, swear to God. We are missing Ruth today, but I am joined by the lovely Robert Gascoigne.
Good morning.
Big Rob in his Sunday best. No vest. No vest this time.
Sunny weather.
And of course, the usual
Jono.
Mr. Sensible, Mr. Jono.
Mr. Sensible.
Mr.
I
Sensible.
don't know if I like that.
For some reason has an airbrush. Why do you have an airbrush? No comment on that one.
No.
You've got an airbrush.
He's got an airbrush. I'll show you afterwards. I will put some references to what we're referring to down below. If you do enjoy these videos, please do hit subscribe. Please do like the video. Leave a comment about calling us knobheads for everything we're about to say. But let's have a look what we've got coming up.
We'll go through the current squad.
We'll be taking a look at all the new signings.
A special edition of This or That.
A look at the rest of the division.
Fan opinions.
Early predictions.
And plenty more.
Jamie Carragher and Neville's got fuck all on us, haven't they? Fluid. Liquid football. Right, so let's get straight in. Current squad. Bear in mind we've just lost 3-0 to Mansfield, which was last night as of recording this, and Scunthorpe were 3-2. Where are we strongest, where are we weakest? Because these are only friendlies, but we've got to look at squad we've got and think, where do we still need to improve?
Well, it's creativity for me still. I mean, I know Doyle hasn't played in them games. Defensively, I think we have got covered. It's just sorting out how we're going to play. So we do look fairly solid at back, although a bit Bogle got injured last night, so don't hope that's going to be so bad. We don't know about cover goalkeeper because he's injured, so that might need to be resolved as well. But it's that creativity, and we need another forward.
Do you know where we're weakest?
According to central results, I think we need 11 new players. I mean, you're not supposed to take much from friendlies, but 6 goals against a non-league side and a League 2 side don't look good. Especially when you've just paid a big hype for a defender in an L. West Frodingham come back. It's just, it didn't look good on paper, that did it?
Robinson's been down to 5 at 6 goals though.
Yeah.
Well, let him get them out of the way now.
I'm about to say, he's usually got a clanger in him, so if he gets rid of them all in pre-season...
5.
If he has 4 more against Barnsley, that's it, he's going to have a perfect fucking season.
I'll take that.
Strong players looking in there. I'm going to say his name right. Anel looks alright, looks comfortable. Berger, loved the guy to pieces, didn't really look bothered last night, but it's pre-season again.
It was warm, to be honest. Who would want to play football like last night?
Exactly.
But the thing is about friendlies, you've got to see where patterns of play are, and there weren't none. It's like you got 2 forwards there, these are here, there were no going past them, there were no support there. Yeah. So what's use having a friendly if you're not going to do patterns of play and get people moving forward?
We still look like we should have filled the massive hole that's been left by Gibbs.
Absolutely. But we don't know. I don't know enough about Doyle to see if he's going to fill that. I mean,
no, I don't think he's that type of player.
Well, if he's box to box, I mean, at the moment they just stand there.
Yeah.
I think the player that we're linked with, which we'll come on to later, could fill that oil.
Well,
we're hoping so.
Players that we've got, Jack O'Connell's been linked in a lot of pre-season images. They've got his big smiling face around. Are they getting his hopes up for nothing?
No, just a big goodbye.
Included
Included him in everything. Can't leave him out, but I don't see Jack getting back.
I don't know. I mean, he travelled to Portugal when his missus were playing for England. Why would you go to Portugal if you weren't going to be in training or being a part of the team? To me, it's just, I don't know. I can see him making an appearance.
Maybe he can't retire and take his payout if they include him in Portugal now. They're trying to avoid paying him out.
I don't know, it just seems a bit strange.
Well, I'd have gone to Portugal.
Exactly.
Couldn't afford it on them flight prices to Lisbon.
Even if he does come back, is he going to be the same player?
Well, he's brilliant, isn't he? Let's just hope. I mean, the fact of it is if it's arthritis issue, which is what I've been told it is, like he could have but McGrath didn't train and played, so it depends on what arrangement how fit he's going to be. If he doesn't train, I can't see him being up and down pitch like he were. But just as a defender, but it depends on how we're going to play, doesn't it?
as just a defender, he maybe doesn't stand out as much as what he did before. We had a system based solely on our Jack O'Connell and left wing back, freed up the other people. Now we played that, and it shows the reason we came down to the Premier League. I don't want to hear this. We got found out bollocks. It's because we had no cover for him. Because we hadn't got. When you have a player like that for a set position, to replace him costs 50 million quid.
Yeah, exactly. And all our conceded goals must have been from that area.
Yeah, well, Jack Robinson that people were complaining about just because he had the
players,
no, he had to try and step into them shoes, and you can't do it at that level.
Yeah.
As good as you were last season at Premier League level, you can't do that, and that's where we've gone back. Your favourite player of mine, Jono and Roberts. We love talking about him. Oliver McBurney. I want him to do well this season. I want him to have a big season. If we can find a way to play him right, because he's shown it at other clubs he's been at. If you play him in the right system, he can come up with goals. But do we have to accept if we're going to stick with the same system, it just doesn't suit McBurney?
He's got to get fit, hasn't he? I mean, again, last season, he was sub all the time. He never had a run of games. We saw what Sanderberg was like when he had a run of games, and his form improved. You can't just expect somebody to come on 10 minutes sub here, 10 minutes, and suddenly be fluent. I just think if he's going to play, he needs a run of games, and I think we'll see he's a player here. But bits and pieces of games, and expect him to come on and turn games normally when we're behind, he's not. Yeah. And then he gets blamed for it when he comes on because crowds on his back. I just don't see point. He's our player. He's going nowhere. What's the point in ripping him to shreds? I just think it's pointless, pretty childish race, basically. So we might as well just put up with it and sit and get behind him.
I'm a bit childish then. I just don't think he fits in this squad at all. I just can't see him coming good. I want him to.
Yeah.
I really do.
How many times we said
he has had chances.
Like the guy.
He has had running games. He has started a few. You look at him when he started on team sheet, people just think, especially when he used to start up
scored 2 in 62 minutes.
Well, that's more than the season McBurney scored. And then I look at Mousset. I just can't see him doing anything for Sheffield United. And if they can offload him, then offload him for me.
Yeah,
otherwise he is going to ruin his career at Sheffield United because no one's going to want him.
Well, we played him behind, and when he did play most of the time, not up top. We were playing in this midfield sort of when we had one up top and behind.
I think that's because he hasn't got pace to fucking
He hasn't got pace, has he? He's not a pace player. He's got touch.
He's not there as a target man, but sometimes he's played as that.
And that's
for them flicks on.
I don't think he's a target. I think he's a player that you look at the goals he has scored for us. Apart from that the goal against Man U where it hit him and he rifled it. Goal against Brighton, he likes being stood up there with last man, all linked along, not to his head, for him to take it down, run and shoot. That's the type of he's not a target man, a lump it in the box Peter Crouch player. He wants to play off at last man.
He's got some strength.
He's got ability, he ain't got pace. That's why when him and Billy play, they'd be like pace.
Yeah.
And so it's about how you play him. We'll see. Let's face it, at the moment we need forwards.
That brings on to Ryan Brewster. It just got injured as he was starting to find his form. God forbid, stick a player up front who's a striker, scores goals. So maybe that's what we need to do with McBurney as well.
Well, he's got to sort out what system we're going to play, how we're going to play it. Again, going back to last night again, Brewster were dropping deeper behind and they were like up at the top, Brewster. And we've got to see what we're going to play. There's got to be a clear system here. And until we get that sorted, and I ain't seen it in either a game so far, to know what's what. I know Billy hasn't been here, McBurney hasn't been here. We've had Jefferson and
with everybody fit ideally, is it Brewster, McBurney up top, we and die behind him?
Well, potentially. I don't know.
I'd give it a go.
I don't think either of the kids are ready, but honestly, I think they need to go out and play man's football somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a bad thing, Brewster getting injured last season as well. I think that just gave that opportunity for Ndiaye to step in and a bit more game time for Morgan Gibbs White, and look how well they did after that.
I'd give anything for Billy Sharp and Gibbs White up front all season.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if rumours are right and he's going for 25 million
we'll offer 40. Guaranteed.
Speaking of Billy Sharp, 77 years of age, just awaiting his statue, grey hair, Zimmer frame. Is he still our best chance of goals?
He's not going to get a statue. He can't even have a flag up in back on.
Put the flag back, you bastards.
Exactly.
But when he's fit, is he still our best chance of goals?
He scores goals, doesn't he? Billy Sharp scores goals.
It's simple.
Put him inside, he'll get you goals.
Yeah.
As long as we're getting ball in box and we're getting support in there.
Yes.
Unless we get players arriving in box, which is my concern, he'll get outmarked. Oh yes, he'll score goals, but he'll not score the amount that we're going to need. We've got to get players. We've got to come up with a system that gets players arriving in box. And unless we do that, we're going to struggle a bit.
Billy Sharp up front. Ideally, if we're playing Billy Sharp, if McBurney is not fit, you're playing with Brewster. Try and get a partnership going. Young and old.
Young and old. They are a bit too. I'm going to say small. Too small strikers. He's not something I'd go for.
Brewster's not that pacey either, is he?
No, he's not. Not compared to like Ndiaye. It's just. No, I don't know. Well, if they try that, then good luck to him. But I can't see that one paying off.
No, I don't either.
Speaking of Ndiaye, is it going to be a breakout season? I know last season was a breakout season, but is he going to get a certain position, not be put here, there, and everywhere, a bit like he was towards the end of last season, and make it his own this season?
I think he'll get put here, there, and again, them 2 1-on-1s last night. I mean, he could have scored. He does miss quite a lot of chances,
especially 1-on-1s.
Well, he does miss 1-on-1s, doesn't he? I think he's got a great, he's got ability in that. But it's a big season for him.
Yeah. I think it's a bit more competition for him. If he doesn't do well, I think he'll be pushed out of the team.
You reckon?
Yeah, because there's no pressure on him, or there's no rush to get him in a first team status all the time. So yeah, he's going to change team, I think, quite often in the first 10 games.
I think he does. I think he does need to work on his consistency, really, sometimes, doesn't he? Because he can have 3 good games and 2 bad ones.
Yeah.
Well, not bad, just he goes missing a bit sometimes with his little flicks and tricks and stuff. A bit like Gibbs White did sometimes. He weren't perfect.
Gibbs White weren't brilliant every game, were they?
What do we think to Born on Christmas Day? Colin Bourne. What do we think to Colin Bourne from Belgium?
Well, I thought he showed some good touches at Scunny. I've got to be honest with you. He's capable on ball, but he gets it away sometimes.
Yeah.
But he needs games, doesn't he? He's got to play. I think we'll just have to see. It's like Harblaster. He's got ability, but he gets it away sometimes.
Yeah.
It's all about seeing how they're going to perform. We've got to sort that midfield out, and so it's down to them to see how they, if they get a running team, they've got to keep the players, haven't they? So they've got to perform.
Colin Bourne played in Belgium like Berger did. Took Berger a long time to get used to how to pass the ball in English game. He was too soft with his passes. Do you think it's going to be the same way? Played in that same league where you can just stroke passes slowly and lethargically.
It's like coming out at Meadow Hall League, isn't it? Might be playing on a Sunday morning in Meadow Hall League and then being put in Championship. I mean, Belgium League ain't strongest.
No, let's be fair. Colin Bourne, as we're now calling him, how's he going to do this season?
Well, he can't moan about weather anymore, can he? I mean, beginning of his career, be a shot, he did look pretty good, to be honest with you. Some of the clips I saw him, thought, now then, could be something here.
Bear shop.
Yeah, I hope he does well. Big hype about him. I think bids have been put in for him and have turned him down, so they've seen something in him.
These rumours that AC Milan were after him. Remember last time we had a player who AC Milan were apparently after? Diego Di Girolamo. Oh yeah, Juventus.
Yeah, he's got ability, hasn't he? But we just need to see if he can fit into a system and know the place. And according to what Eckenbottom said, he's going to work on his fitness. He's going to get fitter.
Don't help that already fucking news articles are coming out and overreactive players are jumping down his throat already, does it? You see it on Twitter where he's like, oh, I don't feel appreciated. That's not what he said.
No.
But
no, they'll jump on it.
Yeah. I know the journalist.
There's going to be a section that jump on everything.
Yeah. I know the journalist who wrote it, and he said that's the way it's been taken isn't how he said it. It doesn't translate well. Yeah. So I think what he means is he's a bit more intimidated than arrogant, which is what I think a lot of people took it as. So if you notice on all the social videos, a lot of players have got their arms around him, haven't they? And I think Ndiaye and Jebo had their arm around him, like when they were doing that describe Basham in one word video. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see that actually. I saw it advertised.
Yeah,
it's a good set of lads for him to be around.
Yeah,
because they are a tight lads, and they'll make him feel welcome. And I think he'll be happy.
Especially now we're got rid of some fucking shit. There were some problems in that back room. That fucking Lord Mousset himself. Players like that.
Oh yeah,
glad to see
him,
back room. No, Mr. Fucking.
But they're going to miss like players like Didsey in changing room. So
yeah, that's true.
They will.
Pedges is going to miss Mousset. Transfers. Obviously, we've got Anel and Medvedev.
Yeah.
Anel Hamid Anal. We're just going to call him Anel.
Yeah, looks alright.
Yeah.
Carried the ball out last night.
Oh, go on.
Just said it, you know.
Do it again.
Amel Tozic.
Okay.
He made your toes itch.
He made your toes itch. Anel made your toes itch. What? Rob, what were you saying then about putting the ball out?
He carried the ball out last night. They looked good. I mean, we'll see how he is against championship players. We hadn't seen that, so. But I mean, he looks comfortable on ball, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't his fault we conceded 3. Definitely not.
Was he on the pitch at the time?
He was, but it weren't on his side.
Egan and Robinson had just come up.
He does look well on ball, look confident. He could be a steal, couldn't he?
Well, we don't know how much we paid.
5 million up to apparently. 3 million, it goes up to 5 million in add-ons.
Goes up to 5 million if we win Champions League, World Cup, Copa Libertadores and Women's Euro. Fuck off.
That
5 million.
Rubles.
Player that has come in that we haven't really seen much of, Tommy Doyle. Can't really judge him because he's not really fucking done anything, has he?
Don't know. I don't know about him. People rave about him. He's from Man City. He's got a contract here, so you'd expect him to be good.
Yeah.
I'd be lying if I say I knew old about him or could comment on him. I hope he's got as good as hype. But let's face it, we've had some right shit from Man U, Liverpool, and what have you in the past. So I just want to see him play, and I'll comment when I see him play.
Like what Rob says, I don't know much about him. Had a loan spell at Cardiff. They're a different style kind of football team. He might fit better into our team than he does for Cardiff.
I've seen him play more of a Flecky Norwood kind of position than I do. People seem to think he's going to be next Morgan Gibbs White. I don't
mind that because there's no really backup for Flecky.
No, there isn't.
Norwood is.
Into your box to box, I don't know. Don't he arrive? That'd be useful if we've got somebody who can run from our box to other end.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Having oxygen.
It might be to replace Sanderberg. You don't know.
I don't even want to think about us without Sanderberg. Berge next season. It fills me full of dread, if I'm honest. Kieran Clark.
Well, Premiership experience, Ireland.
This is level to have him in it. Championship, rotation player.
I think so.
Experience head, depth in numbers, which we didn't have last season.
And after friendlies, him or Robinson
No, Robinson's just getting his clangers out now. He's going to be fine.
Exactly.
He's going to be fine.
It looks like he's getting moody because we've signed players.
Yeah, he knows he's not safe.
He's not done his any favours, has he? He's not stepped up to the plate, if that's what he's thinking.
Kieran Clark, Jono.
Good signing. Can't see him starting much. A bit more of a backup player for me.
A bit like Jags.
Yeah, in a way. He's not going to be playing for Newcastle now, are they? Because now they've got some money.
Now they're rich.
I can't see him coming on Newcastle wages and being a backup though.
I'd come on Newcastle wages. I see him being a depth rotation player, to be honest. I don't see him starting many games.
Depends on injuries. If it's not like last season, he'll be starting every game.
I think he'll start in that left side position.
You reckon?
Yeah. I think but Egan's a shoe-in, but when he cover for Egan and all.
Yeah.
So we haven't got that.
I said that.
That kid, he looks like he needs to go out on loan.
He's a man.
So who's your starting back three?
Who's my starting back three?
I'd still have Basham in. I mean, that doesn't mean no.
People,
that
they'll put their squads up
for an L, but he knows system.
Yeah.
And while we get used to seeing if we are playing that, and he has got to get forward, and we are playing overlapping centre backs again, then Basham's your man for me every time. My
back three to start against Watford.
Yep.
Robinson, Egan, and Basham. That's how I'm starting against Watford. Just see how it goes. Carry from where you started. No reason to dramatically carve it yet, is there?
Who's playing left wing back?
Who's playing left wing back? Norrington Davis for me at the minute.
No, I'd still go with Stevens. And Lowe, he were awful at Scunthorpe. And was he going to go? We don't know.
I don't see the hype in Michael. I never have. I don't see what Forest liked in him. Do you?
Well, they can't have liked him that much. They've not tried to sign him, have they?
Well, they did in January.
Well, now that they got promoted, they realise he's not good enough.
I don't know. I'd like to see Norrington Davis start. People slate him. I don't think he does much wrong. To be fair,
he doesn't do much wrong, but I don't think he's a showing in that position. I still think people either go at Bollocks crossing. it leaves a lot to be desired. Slower getting it in.
To take
puts
some work
it behind net often.
To copy what you said though, Rob, he needs consistent game time if he's going to be ready for that position.
He does, doesn't he? But
Stevens is getting no younger. Every week! Stevens isn't getting any younger, is he? So let's be honest, Norrington Davis, if he is the future of our left wing back position, he needs consistent game time, doesn't he?
yeah. Well, we'll just have to see who starts and how they perform. Won't they? This competition is, so it's up to them to hold down spot. Whoever starts has got to grasp it and play, hasn't it?
We're not usually seeing depth squads, are we?
No.
When you think we're up shit street at right wing back, because Bogle's going to be out till October, he's saying.
So it's just
Bollock got injured last night, so hopefully it's a minor one, because he didn't play on.
No low, not right back then.
Might have twisted his ankle or something.
We
like
can't
that.
Norrington Davis playing right as well.
Yeah.
We put him there Osborne there last year, didn't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
God.
like it.
But you never know, he might play Basham there and L inside.
You could do, I suppose. That's not a bad option.
Well, might have to do that.
Maybe put an L up right if he carries ball better.
Let's see.
This is a work in progress, and we've got 2 pre-season games left to do it. Who's your starting back 3 for against Watford?
Robinson, Basham, Nell.
Oh,
Dropping Egan.
I'm dropping Egan.
go on, Rob. Ooh, controversial.
No. I just think he's getting a bit comfortable in starting 11, and I just think he needs a bit more of a push just to cut out a few errors that he makes. And
I don't know if he's a sweep centre at 3 player. I know. I think he likes to carry the ball forward. Maybe he is. Maybe I don't know.
Egan does though. He does carry the ball.
Egan does, yeah. No, I think I'd go Basham, Clark, and Egan. I think
3 different lineups. 3
There you
different
go.
choices.
What's yours?
Then again, you spend millions, £5 million.
Not yet.
£5 million for a substitute, and playing Newcastle wages for a substitute. I don't know.
Good business.
Nothing would surprise me with this fucking ball. We're not going into let us know who you would have in your back 3 to play against Watford. Comments down below. Let us know. Just an opinion game, and you could probably all get called cunts because we'll all get it wrong. You know what the internet's like. Transfer rumours. Let's just get this one out of the way. Sander Berge's been linked with every German club, every Premier League club going. I got a message in my inbox the other day. Oh, he's moving house. He's moving to London. He's moving to Wigan. He's moving to here. He's moving to Germany.
Can't
he's
see
moving to
Wigan
there.
signing him.
And, I don't know. Wigan would probably fucking have more money than
More
we
money
do.
than us.
But until he leaves, there's no point speculating, really, is there?
No, it'd be a massive mess if he
Oh,
went.
of course he would. Because we said it all last season. It's like people were still slating him at the end of the season.
I mean, I don't want him to, as much as I don't want him to go, I want to see him do well.
People just base everything on money. If it costs money, you get crap until you prove otherwise, and that's all they do. They don't say his best player in that position. Oh, it's a disappointment. He's crap. Let's slag him off because he's not 20 million. Why have we spent that? It's crap. No, it's best player we've got in that team in that position.
It's a good contract. He's still got 2 years left on his contract, so we've still got another year at him before we have to desperately sell him.
We don't have to sell him unless somebody meets the valuation in his contract, which is what, 35
And he
million?
says he wouldn't, so
Yeah, unless he's got a release clause of what, 35 million. So unless somebody meets 35 million, why sell him? He's not in last year's contract, like John says. And I don't care what anybody fucking says. There's still people out there who think John Lundstrom were a better midfielder. Eat a dig. Fuck off. It's one of the stupidest fucking things I've
needed
ever
to
heard.
get back fit, didn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He had an horrendous injury. And he needs to get back fit, and his position is being expected to get forward more. You know, and so
he's developed as well.
I think he
working
has.
alongside Stuart McCall.
Yeah,
He can.
100%.
His body strength at holding people off and when he moves away from them.
I love it when he's
Brushes him away.
when he's near
a bit like
box with,
Gascoigne used to. He's on the roads above and boom.
I love it when he's got it in box and nobody can get around his giraffe legs when he's got ball. Nobody can quite seem to know where he's going to put him. Another player that we've been linked with. It's nice to know we've been linked with players, not just players going out.
Jason Kumas. Oh no. Wrong edition.
Rida Kadra. Rida Kadra, we've been linked with him. That'd be a good signing for me.
Well, I was impressed with him at Bramall Lane when he played for Blackburn.
Yeah,
I think he got ability and he looked an exciting player. I didn't know much else about him apart from what I remember from that game.
He looks competent on the ball, looks creative, which you've said something we're missing.
He'll add to the tricks and flicks.
And flicks. Credit to you, Tufty Club. But he just looks like that kind of player that could open a lot of defences up at championship level.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Fucking no disagreements, that's nice.
No, so sign him, yeah.
We need somebody.
You've got
You've
got our approval.
Bye, Jason Kumas! Do you know what? Season's getting closer, so do you know what we need a game of?
This or that.
This is This or That, Jono's favourite game of all time.
I've missed
it. Pretty simple. We're going to ask the question, the big bold prediction. As things stand right now, are Sheffield United getting promoted this season? And as you're the newcomer, Rob, you get to go first.
Do I get to go first?
You get to go first.
Are we getting promoted?
Are we getting promoted this season, Robert? Hey!
Playoffs.
Oh, yes.
And that automatically means failure.
Yeah, it does.
Unless we go up top 2, we're not being promoted. Simple story. We're ready.
Oh.
Top 2 without MGW.
Ooh.
We never know. We might win the playoffs. I just think the team we've got now.
Check his Pepsi.
There's not that many strong teams in Championship.
It's stronger than it were last season.
You think?
Yeah, I do. I think last season particularly weak. Last season were a shit show of a division, and we didn't take
I
advantage.
think it's a lot easier this season.
I don't.
We look at teams that's gone down, teams that have come up.
I think teams that have come up are going to surprise people.
I think there were teams last season that did better than what you expected because it were that bad. Like Huddersfield, like Luton, like Blackburn. They're solid teams, but no, out of ordinary. I think you're going to have a more solid top 6. I think Burnley and West Brom will be better. Hopefully they get the right together.
You can't forget that we're going to play fucking Fenerbahce Tigers twice. We'll sign about 80,000 fucking people. To be fair, I could see them doing a Middlesbrough, you know when they signed all fucking Scottish top players that time and then finished fucking bottom. But I don't know. I just think it's a stronger division.
Well, I think there's some stronger teams, but I think some of the teams that featured last season.
We'll see.
I can't see it being as good again. Right there,
Johnny.
No, absolutely not. Agree with Robert. Playoffs, which means no. Stronger division. See us finishing 6th at a push and getting trounced over 2 legs. I just don't see it.
So what do we need for you to have the yes up? What's missing? Why are we not going to finish in that top? So what are we missing?
We're missing 2 new fullbacks. We're missing a decent centre midfielder because I don't think Norwood and Fleck have got the consistency they used to have. Whether that's age, they're still very good players who I'd like to rely on all season. Fucking Doyle might be very good at coming into that position, but I think we need our own player, a consistent player to kind of fit into that role. Conor Hourihane were never going to be the answer at his age. If we get rid of Kedra, that would be a very strong step in the right direction. Like Rob says, we need more creative players, and as I always say, we need another fucking striker.
We need pace.
Yeah, but that's what we need up
We're
front.
too slow, we get it, instead of watching it turn round, come back, boom, they're just dropping, then we don't get enough bodies forward to make runs into the box. When they're all sat back in, comfortable, we need to be able to get from our box to that box with real pace and stretch teams. And that's what we need to sort out. And unless we do that, we keep turning round, coming back, and then players get to edge at box but no further, and you'll have Billy Sharp and maybe one other arse legs in box. Then we've got a problem. We've got to deal with that.
All our strikers fit a certain mould. You've got Billy Sharp, Fox in the box. You've got Ollie McBurney, likes to be stuck last man, or he drops deep and don't get involved. You've got Brewster, again, likes to be stuck last man, albeit box. He's not a pace player. Jefferson, last man, finds space in the box. There's a mould of our strikers. Like Rob says, we haven't got that creative, pacey striker. We haven't got an Adam Armstrong.
Even if we had, he wouldn't be playing for us anymore, would we?
That's the thing. Look at Moussi. He was our pacey striker. He had no knees. He got fat and crashed his Lamborghini with shit attitude, waste of talent. So every time we do get a pacey player, this is what's fucking wrong with him. This is the only thing people go, we need strikers, we need a fast striker. We need an Adam Armstrong or something like that.
Or we need midfield players that's going to get past them and join up and get past them and take some pressure off them. Somebody's got to get in box.
And I like and die for that, but again, he can't be relied on all season to do it because he's not consistent enough and he's a young lad.
Well, we've got to say, is he going to play behind?
Yeah.
Or is he going to play up front?
I don't see him up front.
If you don't see him up front as 1 at 2, then we've got to sort out if he's going to play as a 10 role, who's these 2 going to be?
I'd like to see it.
And then, so that's what you've got to sort out. If you've got 2 up here and he's behind, or are we going to go with 1 up top and play Ndai and Kedra behind and just play with 1 sole striker, play them 2 behind? I don't know.
We've
got to sort that out.
It is a predicament. I mean, at the minute, with the players who are fit against Watford, I'll probably have Berger behind 2 strikers, and then if he's fit, I'd have Brewster and Ndai up front for that game, if that's who we've got available.
Well, against them, we are going to have to hit on pace.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's what we're going to have to do, because they're going to have a lot of ball, and it's how we break free. But in friendly so far, we've tended to play 2 higher up, even though, like I said last night, Brewster did drop back a bit.
Watford, we've been discussing who would play where and everything. It's a very difficult start in it because it's a team that's just come down. It could go either way. They could be on a downward spiral, or they could be resilient and proper go for the game. And whilst they're not Man U, they've got some decent players there. They've got some very decent players. Strong team as well. Very strong team, like physical. Like you said, we need to break them down with pace. Who do you start in a game like that up front? Like I've said, my front 3, like with Berger behind him. Who would you start with, John?
I definitely have Berger behind 2 strikers.
Right, so even if we don't sign Kedra, would you have Kedra?
Well,
I could have.
if he comes in now, is he going to be ready to start that game anyhow?
I'd say Brewster and Ndai, but it's still 2 small ones again.
I suppose with Berger behind him, it could be
in box and get them headers in, because I mean, you can't cross it into 2 players like that. But if you have got Sander Berg just behind, it might work. So I'm going for Ndai and Brewster.
I see us playing a bit like Fulham. I think we'll just sit deep and hope to score 1. And just try and block, turn around, kill game. I think that's what we'll do. I mean, let's face it, we're a brilliant result at Fulham, but we're mainly built on defence. We were hardly flooding people forward once we scored as goal.
No, so we didn't care. We just sang.
No, but exactly. But I see us playing that sort of game. So I think it'll be a solid 3 in midfield, not looking to play 1 behind. I think they'll sit in. And I think fullbacks will sit in, and so it's about who we got when we do break out, who's going to have something up front. I don't see us being adventurous and getting a 10 in here and playing all that. So I think it'll be a solid flattish 3 middle.
Looking at the season ahead, Fulham went up. I won't say, well, they did storm the league essentially, but the reason they did so well is in 95% of their games they had the same team out. The consistency is key. So same system. Try and do something with this training ground. Fucking do the training ground. Just put a new pitch in. Don't need to be a new training complex. Just a decent training pitch.
They've started, haven't they?
Yeah. Will it be ready in time?
They started. That's what more does that want?
I wanted it to get done fucking 2 years ago. We asked for it. Well, fucking players won't be dead.
Have they started then?
Yeah. Well, they showed you a picture of grass getting laid. There might have just been a random party grass getting laid or something.
There's some diggers turned up.
I could show you a picture of me getting laid. Imagine it would be black and white.
But no, this should have been done 2 years ago, and this is one of the reasons why we can't have consistency, because players keep getting fucking injured on training pitch. Even Eckenbottom mentioned it. But if we can get the training pitch sorted by Christmas, let's be fucking optimistic.
With Christmas.
This year. If we can keep players fit and we can keep the same system going, do we have that kind of consistency in us to have a successful season?
I think we can beat most of the teams in this league. I seriously can. I mean, we threw how many shit points away last season.
Yeah.
So I think we can. Are we going to score floods of goals? I don't think so. But do we have to if we are defensively sound? I think so. We'll see what happens. We're capable. We've got a squad of players that, if they're performing, are capable of beating most teams in this league. Like I said, if they're fit.
It's all about keeping squad fit, consistency, keep a decent team that are playing well, have that backups coming for them. Like I said, I can't see, there's no reason why, if the squad we've got, why we can't be in top 2 by the end of the season.
My thing is, with the players we're bringing in, and I'm a very emotional, very emotive, very passionate, very loyal person when it comes to players. Like, I pick a lot of my players sometimes on sentiment. I do. And I can't help myself. It's just the kind of person I am. But if we can find a successful 11, and some of my favourites aren't in team, we need to keep that 11 together. We can't be going, I miss Basham, put Basham in. If Basham gets outplayed by the player and he's a better player, as much as I love Basham, it's got to be tried.
If you're winning, fine.
Exactly.
So when you're losing and you weren't in.
Look how we did
That's because we were losing and he weren't in, and the system was shit, and so we're doing no going that way. We couldn't defend going that way, so it needed to be. If you're winning a game, then everybody accepts that. Well, that's it. Wait. That's football.
But that's what I'm saying. We need to find the 11 that works. We need to find the system that works with that 11, and we need to do everything we can to try and put that out every game. We can't. Fulham did. I know they were in the same position as us last season, where apart from they had Mitrovic, where they just come down for a Premier League. They didn't change their team, their setup every single game to match whoever we're playing against them. Bournemouth tried that, and they nearly fucked up second position. Like they nearly lost it. Fulham didn't, and they ran away with league. So we need to find his 11, find a system, and go out and throw that at every single team. We are having to adapt to who's coming at us, I think.
Fulham went out and battered all shit. You didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They went out and they battered shit team.
Yeah.
They went for them and they played football, so we're better than you. We're going to beat you.
Yeah.
And they did.
That's what we need to do. We've had a good old waffle, so let's see what some fellow Sheffield United fans think.
Hal here from the Sheffield United way, looking ahead to the new season, one where there could be the whiff of promotion in the air. I'm always eternally optimistic, always excited. Watford away can't come soon enough, but how much can you read into the transfer signings that have been made? We haven't really seen too much of them in a competitive sense because the pre-season friendlies have been glorified fitness regimes rather than competitive fixtures. The players have looked fairly disinterested at my certainly time of recording in getting a result just after the Mansfield game when I'm doing this. So let's see. I don't read anything into pre-season friendlies, and I do think with the players we've got and the fabulous backroom staff and manager in Paul Heckingbottom with his first full season at the helm, I think there's enough there, and we should be aiming for what I believe we will get: automatic promotion. Bring it on.
Now then, Blades, back on it with the pre-season predictions and such, rating our transfer window so far, etc. Pretty happy with transfers in the door so far. It'd be nice if we could get another flair forward to try and replace Gibbs-White. If we managed to get Khadra over the line, that'd be alright. I guess that'd be someone that could come in. Maybe not such a like-for-like replacement. I guess he's more of a wide man than what Gibbs-White could do, but yeah, he's certainly got quality. I think where we've strengthened, certainly in defence, I think that's going to be the strongest part of our team, the defence. I'm not reading anything into the couple of pre-seasons we've had where we've conceded quite a few goals. Pre-season for the players and the manager and the staff, basically, to get back into the swing of things. So I'm not taking much into the pre-seasons at all. But yeah, I think we're really strong in defence now. I think Doyle in midfield, as well as the players we've already got in there. I think that could be a good loan signing. So yeah, I'm really quite optimistic about it. I think we'll maybe get playoffs again. I'm not sure that we're strong enough for automatics up front. I don't think we've got enough goals in us to be getting into those top two positions. But I think we should definitely be challenging for the playoffs. And yeah, at least pushing towards them top two. Hopefully for the most of the season. So yeah, it'd be nice if we could get another goal scorer in, but realistically, I'm not sure that's going to happen. I know Dwight Gale was linked for quite a while, but I can't quite see anything coming up front. So maybe just Khadra in now, and then that'll probably be us done. But either way, season tickets extended. So yeah, we go on again. More of these this season. Up the Blades.
There's no more exciting than beginning of season. This is the time in it where you're all like, this is going to be our year, this is the one, this is going to be fantastic. And as usual, I am really excited. I do think we've got a chance this season because I think that we ended last season so well. I think division's poorer. I don't think the three teams coming down are as good as the three teams going up. Could be wrong, we'll see, obviously, with that, but that's just the way I see it at the moment. And although we've lost Gibbs-White, and that's massive, there's no getting away from that. We're not going to replace him, no matter who we buy. I do like the signings that we have made so far. I think they've been really clever signings. We look really solid at the back on paper at the moment, not according to the pre-season games, but yeah, on paper. And obviously we're linked with other forward players as well. And I think if we get a couple of the people that I've heard that we're linked with over the line, I think we've got a really good chance at getting top six again. And yeah, I really, really can't wait again. I think it's, 2 weeks away, I think, as I'm recording this, and it's come round so quickly. It don't feel like 2 minutes ago that we'd lost to Forest, and I'm like, oh God, I just want that season to start again. And here we are, and all I'll say is if we get off to a bad start like we normally do, let's not go overboard, because last season we started appallingly and still finished 5th. Really excited, can't wait.
Season preview already? Last one's only just ended, hasn't it? It's where it comes around quicker every year. It's like Christmas, isn't it? Although Tommy Doyle's no Millennium Falcon, is he? God, yeah. Best Christmas ever, that. 2021. Anyway, it has come around. We're back on the grass, and Ecky's been quite busy in the market, hasn't he? So Davis, goalie, good bit of cover. Not a bad signing, that one. Injured, of course. And then, he's done Doyle, as mentioned. Don't know too much about him, to be honest. I've not seen him play that much. I didn't watch much Cardiff outside our games against him, and I think he played against us in that second game. I don't remember anything about it, to be honest, about him. But then, Freudian slip there. Probably don't remember anything about the game itself, so it doesn't mean he had a stink or anything. But he gets rave reviews. Everyone who seems to be in the know about these things reckon he's a great player. So, we'll see. Whether he's the midfielder we need at the minute, I don't know. He's a bit box to box, isn't he, and a bit forward thinking. I think he played maybe at the front of a diamond or whatever for Cardiff. So, I suppose he could slot into them attacking midfield roles. He could maybe play anywhere in midfield. I don't know what he's signing for. I don't know what Hickey's going to play this coming season, if he's going to carry on with what he has. That seems to be what he's been doing in pre-season, but we'll see with that one. And then a couple of centre halves. So Clark from Newcastle, read Roy's views about him. Everyone thinks his legs have gone, he's got mistakes in him, not good enough for the top level. So he's going to slot in beautifully at that left centre-back role, isn't he? Following in some illustrious footsteps of similar players there. Not being fair to Robinson, he was good second half of the season, weren't he? But he's, again, whether it's for cover or whether it's to start, I presume the latter, I don't know, but we'll see how that goes. And then I'm not going to pronounce his surname, Anil, the Bosnian centre-half. Again, don't know anything about him, really. I don't know why I'm on this video. But again, those that are in the know or have just watched a couple of YouTube videos reckon he's some sort of wonder kid. So hopefully that proves to be the case. Obviously, quite a few clubs are after him. So, hopefully Anil will be a good sort of cover at sort of right centre-back, or even a starter there, I suppose, although drop Basham at your peril, as Slav found out, or maybe cover for the central position as well, like Clark could be as well. So all good signing. And you'll notice, new Tufty Club, new year, I'm not being childish with his name. The only name you'll get on Johnny's videos when you go rooting through his sort of secret stash. So nothing there from me. And then there's obviously rumours we're going to get Kadra, whatever you pronounce it. I can't even remember his name. So whether we're going to sign him or not is a mystery to me. I can't say his name. So again, it looks like kind of cover for them positions, or to push for what we've already got, because it's a winger come attacking midfielder. So is he going to be sort of Njaye, Berger and him rotating around those couple of positions, assuming we play that formation? It'd be a great signing, because I've seen a bit of him and he does look pretty good over the last couple of seasons. So I'd be happy with that. Looks alright, doesn't it? But I would agree with Deadbat, who occasionally comes on these videos when he's not scared of being ridiculed by kids. And what we're really missing, we seem to be signing sort of for strength in depth, which is obviously a good thing with our sort of injury record and training pitch, which they're not even digging up yet, I don't think, are they? They might replace in one, but I'm sure it'll injure a few more before they get it replaced. So it's a good idea to be looking at that. But where we kind of lacking for me is we need a sort of big commanding centre forward. So we've got at least that as an option, whether Brewster starts, whether Sharp's the next choice, whatever. But we need someone who can sort of bully teams a bit and hold the ball up and that. And then in midfield, we've signed Doyle, but I think what we're kind of missing, and what Deadbat said when he tweeted about it earlier this week, is just someone who can run around defensively and kick people. Just mobile, dirty, good ideally, but not a prerequisite at United. So yeah, we're kind of missing a bit of that, and I don't know, sign that and keep Berger maybe, and I think we're looking all right. Obviously we lost Gibbs White, but if Ndiaye and Berger can sort of fill that, and Khadra as well, then yeah, I don't know, I think we'll look as good as last season. Whether we can translate that into a top 6 finish again, I don't know, but just see what the next few weeks brings, especially given the results recently haven't been great, have they? But to be fair, Mansfield was very hot weather, and they're obviously down south, Mansfield, so they're more used to it than us, and they've obviously got players acclimatised to it, like the 50-year-old ginger Irishman Stephen Quinn. So I'm not going to get too despondent about that. Same with Scunthorpe. It's a tough place to go. So, and it's just pre-season, innit? No one cares. They're just getting the fitness. A couple of more games to go. So 6 more goals to concede, I suppose. And yeah, I'm not going to judge them until the season starts, and then I'll judge them harshly.
Right, lads. Final thoughts. We'll go to John on first for this upcoming season. This season preview. What are your final thoughts?
Oh, missed it. I was just looking forward to getting back at Lane, back to the pub with lads and lasses.
Roth. What?
It's a good one again. Hopefully, we don't have a start like we did last season, and yeah, it's still a good season.
That's it. I can't wait. I mean, somebody says it's been a short pre-season. It seemed like an eternity to me.
I know, it's dragged.
So now get back there and hopefully get some positivity, which weren't here last season. People didn't want to leak pub again, because we thought we were going to be dross and we weren't going to do no. So we want that excitement that we created second half of last season. Get crowd behind them. Get that positivity there. Sing your fucking hearts out and
fucking sing! Can't wait to hear that, Rob. I take piss out of you when you say it, but I do miss it when I do it.
Sing up your boring bastards.
My final thoughts. I care about the football because I care about the club. All I really want at the moment is to get on that coach and wait to Watford and get blind up. With lads, that's what I want more than anything. More than predicting 11, more than thinking who's going to score, more than winning back tactics. All I want is a beer in my hand, my mates sat around me, and football to be back. If you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a comment down below on any of the talking points we've mentioned. Please do subscribe if you've not already, and please follow us on all the social medias. I've been Johnny.
I've been Jono.
I've been Big Rob.
Thanks for watching. Up the Blades.
Cheers.
Na 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 na.